This is the Convo Guy here. Today I plan on discussing why celebrities are getting exposed. The first reason why I believe celebrities, including musicians, artists, actors, actresses, and rappers, are getting exposed is because due to occult practices and occult rituals that they have to do for their name, image, likeness, wealth, and status to continue building. So I believe there's certain industries, including the model industry, the entertainment industry, the film industry, the music industry, even in politics. Not all industries. I'm not trying to make you guys paranoid, but there are just certain industries where it's okay to have certain skill and talent. Having a skill and a talent is a bonus, but in these industries, I feel like it's what you are willing to do in the dark, behind closed doors, that's gonna prosper and prevail your career and your success in these industries. And what do I mean by that? Let's say I'm a big time Hollywood actor. Um, and I'm this big time Hollywood actor, and I do these dark magic, these undercover rituals and practices that no one knows about. People think it's my skill set and my talent that's making me all this wealth. But little do they know there's just certain behind closed doors acts that I do. And let's say I choose to tell a certain family member or a close friend what I'm really doing that's making me up and popping. I just want to let you guys know that for me, whoever I'm telling this information to, and again, I'm using the scenarios, this Hollywood actor, my phone is tapped in. So they're listening to my convos as I'm telling my close friend or a family member these secrets that I'm doing. And they won't punish me right away. And by them, I mean these individuals in certain individuals in dark suits. They'll be listening to my convos on what I'll be telling to that specific individual, and they won't punish me right away, but they'll try to gather as much data or information from me until they build a case on me. And when they build a case on me, they'll expose me to the media. Because the thing is, if they're paying me all this millions, I have to abide by certain rules. And if I breach this contract, regardless of how shocking the rituals or the practices that I do, if I breach that contract, they'll expose me. If they don't do it right away, they'll build a case on me. And before you know it, I end up being a Diddy where I'm exposed to the point where they may even be capping. But at this point, if they're going all out with the exposure, are you really going to know what's accurate or what's not? So my number one reasoning on why these celebrities are getting exposed is they leak out to certain individuals the dirt that they do. And by doing that, they breach the contract, and certain individuals of power, of true power, hit up certain media individuals, and before you know it, your name is all in the news. The second reason why I believe these celebrities are getting exposed is due to the difference between power and wealth. I believe if an individual, just because an individual has wealth doesn't mean they have power. Diddy, for example, he had a lot of money. I believe he was a billionaire or close to being one. If he wasn't a billionaire, he was probably worth around 800 million. So this guy that was very rich is being exposed as if like he was homeless. I mean, Diddy and a homeless person right now are relatable because now it's as if you wouldn't even know that he had all this money. So I'm saying this to prove the point that we see the individuals that have money. We see them in the news, in the media, etc. We see them, we can name them, but we can't see the individuals that have the power. These individuals are behind closed doors, making sure that these celebrities abide by what they have to do. And let's say these celebrities get out of hand. They don't want to do these rituals and these practices, and they get out of pocket and chew out an individual that has power. Then they end up facing a fate similar to Diddy, where they end up going to be humiliated, humbled, or taught a lesson. The situation that's happening to Diddy is basically a humiliation ritual, or an act to teach him a lesson so that others don't do the same thing as him. The third reason why I believe celebrities are getting exposed is due to being in the matrix. Nowadays, people feel like it's the middle class that are in the matrix by being in a loophole of the 9 to 5. Well, you could be in the industry and be a slave to the industry. You can make a lot of money and still be in the matrix by being in a loop to your industry, by being a slave to your industry. And when you're a slave to the industry that you're in, despite making a lot of money, these rituals that you do, these practices that you do, can make you go insane. And once you snap, the media brands you as someone who needs help, someone who needs to be hospitalized, someone who needs to be on meds. And we've seen this with a good number of celebrities. So to sum it all up, I believe it don't matter what industry you in. Again, I'm not trying to make people paranoid, but it's just certain industries where it's not about the skill or the talent you have. It's more about how far you're willing to do these secrets, these rituals, these dirt for your career to prosper. So there's 3 phases. There's if you do these rituals and these practices far enough and long enough, you'll have a long outstanding career. Then you have, that's phase 1. Phase 2 is if you choose to not do these rituals and these practices. Let's say you do them, but not as much. Then you're going to have a neutral type of career where you're in limbo. It's not progressing, but it's not down spiraling. It's just right in the middle. Then let's say you disrespect the individuals that have the power and you breach your contract and you say you get out of pocket. Then they're going to expose you to the media and your career is going to take a downhill spiral, which is the 3rd phase where you'll be a nobody. To me, I feel like I'm pretty sure there's more factors and more reasons as to why these celebrities of high status always end up getting exposed. But to me, these are my top 3 main reasons. And that's that, folks.